Hey guys, and welcome to Battlestorm. Battlestorm is a top-down bullet hell shooter, and its concept is that you manage both air to air and air to ground weaponry. So I thought it was going to be a lot like Raptor Call of the Shadows. The first time I played it, it seemed hectic. Then as you play it, it gets less hectic and you get better at it. It is interesting, but however, it lacks the kind of progression that Raptor has. I will show you. We'll play World 1 here. World 1 is a good thing to see because it just shows you the basics. I'll probably play World 2 as well, but only thing is the game does get a little bit repetitive because not too much. There's, like I said, no real progression. So just left click shoots your air-to-air weapons. You can middle click to shoot a missile. Missile just seeks. So there are perpetual upgrades as well as upgrades that just upgrade for like a couple shots. There's the air to ground, as we saw, so there's enemies on the ground as well that you have to bomb. There's a score system, which very similar to other games is pretty unimportant. So I think you get a bonus for killing all the enemies in the level, but I'm not 100% sure. But very similar to other bullet hell shooters is you fly around and you shoot stuff. As you saw there, I got hit. I think that affects your ability to get 100% for enemies killed, and I asked him to power up as well. But no matter, you can miss power-ups and you don't really lose much because the game is pretty little, but it is the first mission. So as other games, you don't want to get too close to the top of the screen because that's where you spawn and you get in trouble. So now we have the spray gun. Very not that imaginative, pretty similar to other games, but they did do a good job of putting a good variety of different weapons in the game. Like you never feel like you're not getting a new weapon. These are shrapnel shells. Shrapnel shells are a temporary upgrade, but they fire in all directions. So makes them kind of interesting. They fire where your mouse cursor is, so you do have to actually manage where you're clicking, not just the direction you're clicking. So that's missile barrage, lightning beam. See, you can see a variety of weapons. So I like side guns. Side guns is a perpetual upgrade, much like the laser weapons. That lets you. Lasers is just a damage upgrade, I believe. So you see our combo is over there. The save allows us to continue our combo if we drop it. Sometimes you actually might want to leave an enemy on the screen so you can perpetuate your combo. Later missions, I think it'll be kind of less important to keep enemies on the screen, but as you saw there, like I had to pretty much run forward to try to make sure I kept my combo. If you are going for score, combo is kind of the most important thing in your life, more or less. So we missed that. If you're just going for all enemies, it's actually more hectic just looking at the little tankers and stuff you have to kill, but it is kind of an interesting game, but it's not really worth a lot. As you see, it's just shooting, and as you see, we'll complete level, and we'll just go straight to the next level, which is not really any different. Again, we can use them seeking missiles should we need them. We did save our combo there, because there's no enemies to speak of, really. So this is the boss. The boss is down by shooting its nose thing, but as you saw, it dies in a couple seconds. Pretty anticlimactic, if my opinion. So there you go, that's the mission. You get stats. We asked you to kill everything with 72% accuracy. This is kind of funny because we're using a spray cannon, so we can't really make sure all our weapons hit. So now we're in a second area. It resets all our weapons, and we're playing fresh. So that's what I mean by there's kind of a lack of progression. Again, you can use missiles. You do carry over your missiles as well as your bombs. I'll show you. Bombs are just a hit spacebar. You drop bomb, it clears everything off the screen. Nothing really no one's ever not really familiar with. It's pretty general stuff. Also, the air to ground, you can pretty much drop it forever. There's no real problem with that. I think this is a perpetual. So this one, apparently, there's no real thing. I guess it'll kill your accuracy a little bit, but I don't know if you can get points for accuracy. Okay, well getting that bullet upgrade killed our laser cannon, which is actually probably the best weapon in the game, but you do want to pick up a variety of weapons, or not potentially. So these guys drop bombs. You can either shoot them or you run into them. So they give you points. That one dropped health, but every enemy has a chance to drop the power up. So we have to use our save because again, no enemies on the screen mean you couldn't keep your power up. Again, means you could potentially keep enemies on the screen to perpetuate your power up. If you were really going for score, might be something you would want to consider. So remember, you can always use missiles too. You use volley missiles, you don't have anymore, but they're useful in those cases. I think it's an interesting thing to have, but again, just game lacks any progression. You just fly around mission after mission after mission. Nothing too much else happens, nothing too much else to do. Also, if you look at the edge of the screen, you can see that circle. That circle's actually cut off. That's not my recording. These are the edges of the screen. I cannot go past it. It does not run with like a standard resolution. They could have made it wider, so this circle would have actually been completed. I know it's not meant to be completed, but a circle makes more sense than like a halving. It only does load to there. If you look at the green bar, that's kind of your shooting bar. But why have it be like a semicircle? Why not use a circle? Because that's something everybody's familiar with. But because this is a circle, you make that a semicircle, but just kind of odd. It just seems like the screen kind of cuts off. So they definitely could have done improvements to resolution, but overall, it is an indie game, so we can't be too harsh on it. But really, if you're making if you've played any game, I don't know what game doesn't support, like what developer doesn't know that people want proper resolutions. Like if you're a gamer at all, or a PC gamer rather, you know that you need a proper resolution. So again, I'm thinking we have to shoot his weapons, yeah. So I was just trying to shoot the front to see, but it seems to be that you always have to just shoot the weapons. It's kind of, I guess it's something different and interesting, but it's, I don't know how I feel about you have to shoot the weapons. It's also a force field here that you can't go past. Also not sure how I feel about that, but I don't know. It's a simple top-down bullet hell shooter, so if you feel it's something you're interested in, definitely could pick a Battlestorm, but I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular. So anyway guys, thanks for coming out for another review. I'm back in the next one for more. Thanks guys. Later.